Something big is happening. A shift so powerful that once it takes place, there is no going back. You have felt it coming. The signs have been there, whispering to you in moments of stillness, reminding you that something beyond your understanding is aligning. This isn't just another night. This is the night where your journey reaches a turning point. You've been tested, pushed, and refined by challenges that felt impossible to overcome. But through it all, you remained standing. And now, the universe has made its decision. It's your time. The final test has already been completed, whether you were aware of it or not. Your spirit has been weighed, your faith has been measured, and your patience has been observed. The universe has been watching, waiting for the exact moment when you would be ready. Many people go through life unaware of the tests that shape their destiny. They resist, complain, and question why things don't change for them. But not you. You kept going, even when the path was unclear. You surrendered, even when you didn't have all the answers. And because of that, the doors that were once closed are now unlocking. Tonight, everything changes. This shift isn't just about what's happening around you. It's about what has already changed within you. Your mindset, your energy, your spirit, everything has transformed. And now, the external world must follow. You are no longer the same person who started this journey. You've become someone greater, someone stronger, and the universe is responding accordingly. What you have been waiting for is already in motion. But here's the secret. Most people don't recognize when they've passed their final test. They expect fireworks, a grand moment where everything suddenly falls into place. But in reality, the final test is subtle. It's about your response, how you handle the waiting, the uncertainty, the silence before the breakthrough. And you have proven yourself worthy. The time has come. There are two types of people in life: those who recognize their moment of transformation and step into it boldly, and those who hesitate, missing the opportunity that was meant for them. This is why so many people stay stuck. They have everything they need to move forward, but fear and doubt keep them trapped in the same cycle. If you don't recognize the shift that is happening tonight, you may find yourself repeating the same lessons all over again. The universe doesn't force transformation. It invites you into it. And if you resist, the test will come back in a different form, again and again, until you are ready to break free. But you are not meant to stay stuck. You were chosen for something greater. Your struggles were never meant to destroy you. They were meant to prepare you. Everything you have lost, every setback you have faced, every person who walked away, it was all part of your refinement. The universe needed to see if you would hold on, if you would trust, if you would keep moving forward when it felt like nothing was working. And now, the decision has been made. You have shown resilience where others gave up. You have chosen faith over fear. You have trusted the process, even when you didn't understand it. And because of that, the blessings that have been waiting for you can finally be released. But here's the thing. Just because you've passed the final test doesn't mean you won't have to claim what is yours. The universe can present opportunities, but it's still up to you to step forward. If you hesitate, if you allow doubt to creep back in, you risk delaying what is already meant for you. There is only one way forward now. You must step fully into the belief that this is your time. You cannot entertain the thoughts of the past. You cannot let old fears hold you back. You must claim what is yours without hesitation. The shift is already happening. The only question is, will you embrace it? Being chosen is not easy. From the moment you were born, your life has been different. You have faced more challenges than most, endured more pain, and walked a lonelier path. While others had smooth roads, yours was filled with obstacles. But there was always a reason for this. You were never meant for an ordinary life. The trials you faced were never punishments. They were initiations. The universe does not place heavy burdens on weak souls. Only those destined for greatness are tested in ways that would break others. And yet you never broke. You may have bent, you may have doubted, you may have fallen at times, but you never stayed down. That is what makes you different. Many people think being chosen means being given an easy path, but the truth is, being chosen means being given the hardest path, because you are meant to lead. You are meant to inspire. You are meant to break the cycles that have trapped generations before you. And that is why your journey has been filled with tests that most people couldn't handle. But here's the beauty of it all. The hardest battles bring the greatest rewards. The struggles you faced were never in vain. Every moment of suffering, every tear, every time you wondered why me, it was all leading to this. The universe has been shaping you, refining you, making you unshakable. And now, the time has come to step into what you were always meant to be. But understand this, not everyone will be happy for you. When you start to rise, when the blessings start flowing, some will question why you deserve it. They will not understand the sacrifices you made, the pain you endured, or the battles you fought in silence. They will see the rewards, but never the price you paid to get here. That is why you must be prepared. The higher you rise, the more resistance you will face. But remember, the same forces that tested you are the ones that will now elevate you. Those who tried to hold you down will watch as you rise beyond anything they imagined. The doors that were once locked will open effortlessly. The things that seemed impossible will become reality. And when people ask how it happened, you will simply smile, because you know the truth. This was never an accident. This was never luck. This was destiny. And tonight, the final test is over. The shift has begun. The universe is moving, aligning, and opening the way. Are you ready? Most people don't recognize when they've passed their final test. They expect a loud announcement, a grand event, or an unmistakable sign that everything has shifted. But the truth is, the final test is often silent. It comes in the form of your response, not to success, but to struggle. The real test wasn't about whether you could win. It was about whether you could keep believing before the breakthrough arrived. Could you trust the process even when nothing seemed to be changing? Could you hold on to your faith when doors kept closing? Could you remain patient when the universe was moving slower than you wanted? This is where most people fail. They don't lose because they aren't worthy. They lose because they quit too soon. They let fear convince them that nothing is happening, that they are alone, that their time will never come. And so, they turn back right before the blessing was about to be released. But you didn't quit. That was your final test. You stayed strong even when you had every reason to give up. You kept moving forward even when the path was unclear. You trusted, even when the evidence around you suggested otherwise. And that is why everything is changing tonight. The universe doesn't delay without reason. When something takes longer than expected, it's because the foundation must be solid before the blessing arrives. If what you wanted had come too soon, you may not have been ready to hold on to it. But now, you are ready. You have proven yourself. Not just through your words, but through your endurance, your patience, and your unwavering faith. The shift is already happening. Your spirit has been upgraded. Your energy is aligned. The final test is over, and the reward is already on its way. Now, all you have to do is receive it. One of the most powerful spiritual laws is the reflection principle, the idea that what you see in your external world is nothing more than a mirror of what is happening inside you. This is why transformation always starts within. If you feel unworthy, the world will reflect situations that make you feel even smaller. If you believe you are destined to struggle, the universe will confirm that belief by bringing more struggles into your life. But the moment you change your inner world, everything around you must adjust to match that shift. For so long, you have been working on yourself, healing old wounds, breaking generational patterns, and reprogramming your mind to see possibilities where you once saw obstacles. You have been doing the work, even when it felt like nothing was happening. But something has been happening. The moment you changed inside, your external world began shifting. It just takes time for those changes to fully materialize. Think of it like planting a seed. The roots grow underground first, unseen, before the plant finally breaks through the soil. Just because you didn't see the progress didn't mean it wasn't happening. Now the seed has broken through. The reflection is catching up. What you have believed, what you have spoken, what you have held on to in faith, it is about to be mirrored back to you. This is why tonight is so important. It is the night where the mirror reflects the truth of your transformation. It is the moment where everything aligns, where all the energy you have poured into your growth finally manifests as real, tangible blessings. But remember, the mirror will always reflect what you believe to be true. If you doubt, if you question, if you let fear creep in, you may distort the reflection. That is why, in this moment, you must stand firm. Believe without hesitation. Trust without fear. Align with what you know is already yours. The universe is not deciding if you deserve it. It has already decided. Now, the only question is, will you accept it? Everything happens when it's meant to. The things you've been waiting for, praying for, working towards, they were never denied to you. They were only waiting for the right moment to be released, but the human mind struggles with patience. It wants things now. It questions delays. It assumes that if something hasn't happened yet, maybe it never will. This is where many people lose their blessings, not because they weren't meant for them, but because they stopped believing before the time was right. Divine timing is perfect. There are no mistakes in the universe's plan. If something didn't happen when you expected, it wasn't because you weren't worthy. It was because the right alignment had not yet occurred. Think of it like a door. If you try to open a locked door before you have the right key, no amount of force will make it budge. You might bang on it, push it, even try to break it open, but it won't move. But the moment you have the right key, the door opens effortlessly. That is what is happening right now. The key has been given. The lock has been removed. The timing is finally right. Tonight, the things that once felt impossible will start moving with ease. The answers you've been seeking will come. The opportunities you've been waiting for will reveal themselves. What once required struggle will now flow effortlessly, because now is the time. But here's what you need to understand. Divine timing requires trust. If you second-guess the process, if you let fear make you hesitant, if you start questioning whether this is really your moment, you can block what was already meant for you. Not because it isn't yours, but because doubt sends mixed signals to the universe. That is why tonight is your test of trust. You must stand firm in your knowing. You must walk boldly into this next chapter. The waiting is over. The timing is perfect. Now you must be ready to receive. You have already been chosen. The shift has already started. The final test is behind you. Now, the most important thing is stepping fully into your new reality. This is where many people struggle. They receive the signs, they feel the shift, but they don't fully embrace it. They hesitate. They question. They wonder if they are truly ready. And in doing so, they slow down what is already meant for them. The universe can only give you what you are willing to receive. If you continue to think like the old version of yourself, you will continue to live in that old reality. But if you embrace the new you, everything around you will adjust to match it. Start asking yourself, What would the version of me who has already received this blessing do? How would that version of you think? How would they act? How would they carry themselves? How would they speak? Start doing those things now, not later. Not when the blessing arrives, but now. The shift happens when you stop waiting for change and start living as if the change has already happened. This is how you pull your new reality into existence. Many people delay their own blessings because they keep waiting for permission to step into their power. They wait for the perfect sign, the perfect opportunity, the perfect confirmation. But the universe has already confirmed it. The only thing left is for you to claim it. You are no longer waiting. You are stepping into it. Tonight, stepping into your new reality also means letting go of everything that no longer fits. You cannot take old fears, old doubts, and old habits into this next chapter. The version of you that struggled, that questioned, that hesitated, that version of you no longer exists. Letting go is often the hardest part of transformation. It requires trust. Trust that the people who walked away were never meant to stay. Trust that the opportunities that didn't work out were making space for something better. Trust that what feels like loss is actually redirection. But here's the truth. You cannot hold on to the past and step into your future at the same time. The universe will not force you to release what no longer serves you, but it will keep showing you why you need to. If something in your life feels heavy, draining, or out of alignment, that is a clear sign. It is not meant for this next level of your journey. You are moving into a season of ease and flow, a season where things no longer feel forced, a season where you no longer have to chase. What is meant for you will come effortlessly, but only if you create space for it. Do not fear letting go. Something greater is coming. Every time you have tried to change in the past, you may have noticed a pattern. You take a step forward, and something seems to pull you back. You gain momentum, and then an old fear resurfaces. It feels like no matter what you do, the cycle keeps repeating. This is the mirror cycle. Your external world reflects your internal beliefs. But because there is always a delay between belief and manifestation, many people fall back into old patterns before their new reality has time to solidify. Here's how it happens. You create a new vision for yourself. The universe begins aligning things for you. At first, things feel exciting. Then doubt creeps in. You start looking at your current reality and think, nothing has changed. Your energy shifts back to old fears. The universe, responding to your new doubts, mirrors those fears back to you. The cycle repeats. The key to breaking this cycle is holding on to your new belief long enough for reality to catch up. You must remain loyal to your vision, not your circumstances, even if things seem slow, even if there is no evidence yet, even if nothing appears to be happening. The moment you stay committed, no matter what is the moment, the shift solidifies. What you focus on expands. If you focus on delays, you will see more delays. If you focus on trust, you will see proof that the universe is working in your favor. This is why so many people remain stuck, because they keep watching the reflection instead of changing the image they project. Tonight, you must decide. Will you keep repeating the cycle, or will you break free? This is it. The test is over. The shift is happening. The doors that were once closed are now opening. You are no longer who you were. You have stepped into a higher version of yourself, and now the universe must respond. Everything that has happened was leading you to this moment. Every delay, every challenge, every setback. It was all preparing you. You were never being rejected. You were being refined. Now, the choice is yours. Will you step into this new reality fully, without hesitation? Will you claim what is already Yours. Will you trust that everything is happening exactly as it should? Tonight, everything changes. This is your moment. The waiting is over. It's time to receive.